LBT's Back to School is looking at do and did this time. It's a question that comes up in class pretty often, and the answer focuses heavily on grammar and simply picking the right tense. So how do we get started? Do, did, done. Do is a very irregular verb and can be tricky when you're first learning English. When do I use which one? Using the LBT 5-column system can help visualize this really easily. First, we'll look at the rules and then how to use the 5-column system to practice it. Do and did are both auxiliary verbs in English, but they are used in different ways and have distinct purposes. Do is often used as an auxiliary verb in the simple present. It can be positive or negative, a statement or a question, and it can be used to emphasize or intensify another verb. For example, do you like pizza? Yes, of course I do. I do not like being late. I do enjoy a good book. Did is the past tense of do. It's used to form questions and negative sentences in the simple past. For example, did you go to the store yesterday? She did not finish her homework on time. Very simply, whether to use do or did depends on the tense that you want to use. Let's look at the 5-column system and see how this works. The simple present is used to talk about things that are routine, standard, factual, static actions. I think, I want, I work, I feel, and so on. If the pronouns he, she, and it are used, the verb do changes to does. This follows the old he, she, it, das es muss mit. You can see this in the 5-column system with the light blue does for a question. If you want to ask a question in the simple present, often we start with do or does, the pronoun, and then the verb. Do you want to join me for dinner? Does he work downtown? Do we need to make a reservation? We can make a negative statement in the simple present with do or does and not. She doesn't like her new roommate. If you want to emphasize something positive or negative, you can use do and another verb. The second verb will not change. She doesn't like her new roommate. They do talk rather loudly. Adding do before another verb makes this a stronger statement than simply saying, they talk rather loudly. Moving on to did. This is also used in questions, sometimes for emphasis, and with negatives, but all for the simple past. If you want to emphasize something in the finished past, you can use the same general grammar structure and have did plus a verb. I did think about it for a long time. She didn't call me yesterday. When a question in the simple past comes up, this is a perfect opportunity to use the 5-column system to check your grammar. Looking at the 3rd column, simple past, if I want to create a question, I start with did, then my person or pronoun, and here you need to pay attention to the colored arrows again. Did is already in the past tense, so any verb that follows does not change. Follow that little blue arrow and remember to keep the next verb unchanged. Did you eat breakfast? Often in class we hear double Ds, like did you wanted or did you talked. Did is in the past tense, so we don't need another conjugated or changed verb. Instead, did you want? Did you talk? Did you see? Lots of grammar today, but it's important to get it right. Let's look at some examples to see how you would complete each sentence. This time, we'll be highlighting the steps on the 5-column system and building the sentence with you. Feel free to pause at any time if you need more time. The next questions we won't provide the answer for. See if you can figure it out and let us know in the comments what you come up with. To recap, do is used in the simple present. It can be used to emphasize something or while asking a question. If you have he, she, and it, use does. We want to keep that S together. Did is the simple past form of do. It's 100% finished, so if I have a second verb, like did you want, did he work, my second verb does not change. No double D's here. Let us know in the comments your solution for the last few questions. We look forward to seeing what you did. Hit subscribe for more content like this, and we'll be back soon. Take care!